we have recently received a couple of denial letters for the ERC for clients, and they're all for 2021 quarter three so far. And I've seen a lot of conversations in different tax profession Facebook groups where it just seems like there's an inordinate amount of rejection letters specifically for 2021 quarter three. And you have 30 days to appeal before the IRS claim is lost.
30 days from the date on the letter?
Yes. Not the date that you received it, not the date that you opened your mail, the date
That's why I
on
said
the
the date on the
letter.
letter.
And sometimes I will get letters from the IRS. Like I might get one that's dated October or August 26th. I might get that letter today, and August 26th is Monday. But, on the flip side, I might get one today that's dated August 15th. And then
That 30 days doesn't seem like a fair amount of time.
No, it doesn't, especially with how the IRS processes
Tell you what,
prints
Iris,
and
if you do
sends
stuff
mail.
that fast, we'll do it that fast. How about that, right? Like,
Exactly. And most of the appeal rights that I have seen are 60 days to appeal a decision. 30 days to appeal is really low.
yeah.
In my opinion. And with one of the rejection letters that we received, it was that client that had, let's say they had 500,000 of gross receipts in 2019, and they had 550,000 in gross receipts in 2021. They were rejected for a reduction of revenue because their total revenue was higher for the year than it was in 2019. But the qualification is quarter by quarter comparison. And there is not a tax return that I've ever seen that wants it broken down by quarter. It's just annual amounts.
Yeah, well, I think the challenge there is that's where us accountants had to get really involved to it is, besides just looking at the return, we actually had to go back and look at the quarters itself and look at those details. Yep. I mean, if you were going to do the work, you had to have a good company that was going to do it right, like payroll restorations.
Yeah. And some of the, what I've seen with some of the audits is they don't want just your printed P&L summary. They want every single, they want all the detail.
You like the transaction journal, everything else to make sure.
Yeah. Because what they're.
You should only care about the money inside. I mean, right? Because it's about the revenue.
Here's what some firms were doing and some business owners were doing. They were journaling revenue to different periods, or they would have
oh my god, okay,
they would be really close to qualifying for one period,
yes, and move
deposits from
31st to the 1st and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And so what the IRS does with that, and they will also request your bank statements. And this is for an audit. And when we were doing all the ERC claims for the clients that came to us, we were going strictly off of their P&Ls that were provided to us. And we were not requesting bank statements.
Yeah.
And when we learned what the audit criteria was,